Get in, loser. We're going to the internet. Good evening, everybody. I am Dadbod. Tonight, we're taking a look into a really cool secret. If you've played any Celeste mods, there's a really good chance that you've picked up this one called Glyph. This was made by Beefy Uncle, and it released about 7 months ago, and it took the modding community by storm. This is easily one of the most popular mods that has ever been released. It certainly rivals that of the collab and the D-sides as far as downloads and views go. And there's just so much to this. Like, Beefy Uncle, while he was working on the collab with us, put Glyph together. And there's just an insane amount of secrets. But there was one secret that had gone unnoticed until very recently, and it was found in the season sides. The season sides are kind of like the B-sides of Glyph. It was something that came out, I think, around June, if I'm not mistaken, and it was kind of like a B-side version of Glyph. There were shorter levels. They weren't too difficult, though they posed some great challenges, but I'm like speechless. So DeathKontrol, who's a pretty well-known Celeste player in the modding scene, wanted to do a total deathless playthrough of the season sides in order, and ended up just stumbling upon this by accident when this came out and he uncovered it. I had to get some more specifics. So that's what I did. I reached out to him. So what you're about to see is the playthrough that DK uploaded. I obviously clipped a couple pieces out for time. And then you'll also hear the interview that I had with him earlier today, just kind of getting his thoughts on it, like where his mind was, like what he was trying to do. And then when he figured it out, I mean, it's a brand new golden room. Like, no one's ever seen it. And you obviously don't want to die. So I think you'll enjoy it. It was a really good conversation. I really appreciate DK taking the time with me. That's my dude. And yeah, let's check it out. I'm joined now today with the man who exposed the filthy, dirty truth of Glyph. DeathKontrol can be found on a daily basis, shitposting in the Celeste Discord. And he joins me now. DK, what's going on, man?
Yo, what up?
Yo, so, I mean, first, tell me about this run. This is, totally crazy. I didn't believe you when I first saw this. I just saw you talking, and I'm like, okay, he's just going for the lulz. Tell me about this run. What is it?
So, this is all the season sides in a row, deathless. So what that means is I have to do all 5 of them. I have to golden all 5 of them. If I die on any of them, then I have to go all the way back to the start. So that's what the run is.
Oh, dang. So you don't, it's not like, okay, I golden one, and I have to golden, I can take my time, practice, and golden the other. Like, if you die at any point in time during any of those golden runs, it's over. You have to start over.
Yup, you got to do all 5 of them in a row, deathless. That's what it is.
Oh, that's crazy. What made you decide that you wanted to do this run?
Well, the thing is, I really love Glyph gameplay, and I played Glyph a lot when it first released. I goldened it sometime about 3 weeks after it was released. And so then the season sides came out about 2 months later, and there were 5 individual chapters that sort of combined to become the Glyph B side. And so each individual chapter is pretty short, and so each one individually is not too hard to golden. And so I actually managed to do all of those goldens on the same day that they were released. And since I did that, I had played Glyph here and there, picked it up, put it down. But what I really wanted to do, a few weeks ago, I decided to do the whole Glyph B side as a single run, which means all season sides in a row, deathless. Just because I really I enjoy playing Glyph, and I just thought that it was a run that needed to be done.
Yeah, that's awesome. But so but this is, it's not like you knew about this in advance. You just wanted to do this. So this stayed hidden until you stumbled across it blind, right?
Yeah, basically. So nobody knew about this. And the season sides came out in June, and that means that this secret stayed hidden for almost 6 months. And the thing is that if you like open the void side in Ahorn, apparently it's kind of obvious that the golden rooms are there, but like nobody did that,
Yeah,
nobody found it, nobody knew.
that's insane. So I mean, golden runs are never easy, but how does this compare to like the A side or other goldens that you've done?
Well, I would say that this run is definitely harder than the A side, but it's not like a massive step up. So if you can do like Glyph, if you can do the A side, you could definitely do this run. It's kind of similar to like how the B sides in vanilla are like harder than the A sides, but not like insanely harder.
Right.
And so for me, I spent like over 20 hours on this run. So it's not the hardest run I've ever done, but it was definitely challenging. And so also Beefy Uncle confirmed that in order to get the secret at the end, you have to do the 4 seasons in a row in any order with Void last. And so I decided to do them in the standard order, but that means that you could rearrange them, the 4, and do them in any order you wanted, which means you could probably make the run easier for yourself by doing like the hardest one first, which pretty much everybody agrees is winter. So you have some
Yeah.
flexibility with that.
All right, very cool. Yeah, that's kind of interesting how like all that kind of came to be. So like speaking of the secret, like the reason we're here, you've done all the season side goldens in a row and you get to the very end of void side, like what happens? Like what's different?
Well, so normally at the end of the void side, there's this big portal which just takes you to the heart. And so even if you just do the void side golden and you didn't do the other season sides, then you still get the normal ending. But if you've done all the other seaside gold, the season sides, excuse me, goldens in a row without dying, then the portal actually takes you to this different screen, which is sort of like the golden room.
That's nuts. So like obviously like you get this, you're just like, okay, I'm at the very end of my run. Like this was fun. Like I spent a good amount of time doing this and like now you're at this spot and it's different. Like what how did you feel when you got here?
Okay. Well, honestly, I was kind of flipping out because first of all, I was really nervous because it's like the end of this run, and then I see like I have to play another room that I've never seen before. I have to play it like completely blind. Um, but I was also really excited about it, and I really wanted to tell people. So what I did was I just tried to calm down. I looked at the watchtower, I looked at the room, and tried to learn it. And then I just got like as calm as I possibly could, and I played it and beat it. And when I got to the end and I saw that there's this final like moonberry, like I was so excited. Like I stood up. I was like, I can't believe this. This is crazy. That was how I felt.
That's amazing. So initial reaction as soon as you grab this moonberry, it collects. Go.
Yep. So the first thing I did was I just like finished the recording and just like, okay, there it is. I have the video. And then I like immediately got on Discord. I got on the Celeste Discord and I started typing in all caps. And I was like, where's Beefy Uncle? Because I needed to tell him that I found this. And then I was like, and then the first thing was somebody asked me like, okay, well, what is it that you want to complain about now? And I was like, no, there's
Classic.
nothing to complain about. I finished the Glyph B-side run. There's a secret at the end. This is nuts. Like, you guys don't understand. This is crazy. There's a secret.
Yeah, that's absolutely crazy. Like, so you get on Discord, obviously, like, you're super hype. You get on, you start typing. Like, people obviously think you're probably a crackhead. Like, did they believe you at first?
Well, people were a little bit skeptical at the beginning, and I didn't want to spoil it by like posting a screenshot or like telling them exactly what it was. So I told them like just wait for the video, like because I wanted people to watch the video. I was like, just wait for the video. It's gonna come out in 10 minutes, and then you can watch it with your own eyes. And then it turned out that the video upload took like 50 minutes. So I was like, okay, I'll tell you what, just do the run yourself, like in assist mode, and you can see it. And so some people started doing it in assist mode, and then someone else opened it in Ahorn, and someone else actually found like the custom trigger and opened that in like a code editor, and they found out that actually it will detect if you're in assist mode. So it's actually like an assist mode resistant like secret.
What?
But some people, like a few people found it and they're like, okay, it's true. There's definitely a secret here. So people like started confirming it. And then finally, when the video uploaded, then people were able to see it, and like everyone was pretty surprised.
Yeah, get hyped. That's insane. That's great. What did Beefy Uncle have to say about all this?
So Beefy was really happy that I found it, like without knowing, because that was what he had intended. He had intended it to be something that you find and didn't know about, and he was really happy that I didn't die to it.
Right. Yeah, that would have been
Um,
a
yeah,
tragedy.
and he said that when he put it in there, he wasn't really expecting that anybody would do it, but he had heard that I was going for the run, and he was excited for that. And then he was really happy to see that I like finished the run and succeeded in it. And then I had asked him if you had to do all of them in order, and Beefy said that you actually don't have to do them in order. You just have to do Void last. And so he kind of explained like the technicals to me about like what causes it to be the special ending.
Oh, right on. So some people could have done it, and if they did Void at any other time besides last, they could just not even. They'd be totally unaware that that was a thing. Very interesting.
Yep.
That's
Yep.
crazy. That is crazy. So I mean, I know you. You know, I know that you are pretty active in the modding community, always doing some great challenges. Like, what's next for you?
Well, I've also been working on trying to golden Sunset Rise by Ezel. It's really hard. It's a really long dashless map, so I've been trying to do that. And I've also been working on the Grandmaster Hardside development. That's taking it's a lot of work, and we're
Yes.
really trying to get it to be like as good as possible. So it's taking some time, but we really want to try and get you guys the Grandmaster Hardside rework. So we're putting a lot of effort and care into this.
Boom. Awesome. So obviously, guys, I'm going to link the full unedited video in the description if you want to check that out. But where else can people find you, DK?
Well, I'm on YouTube and Twitch. My name's DeathKontrol, and I'm on Discord as well, DeathKontrol number 7106. So you can check out my channels. Feel free to reach out to me.
Boom. Guys, make sure you hit up that video, leave DK some love. And yo, that's all, DK. I appreciate you hanging out with me. This is a big surprise. Like, this was really cool. I'm glad you got to kind of unearth that, and thank you so much for sharing it with everybody.
Yeah, thanks so much for having me. It's been great talking to you.
Boom. Have a good one. All right, guys, that is all we have for tonight. I hope you enjoyed. That was crazy. I never would have expected something like that. Wait, actually, yes, I would have, because Beefy Uncle. That's all you have to say, right? Like, Beefy Uncle, like, made Glyph, put all kinds of crazy secrets in there. I don't know why we didn't think of that sooner, that Season Sides would have something deeper inside of it. Shame on me. Shame on us all. Until next time, have a great night.